Well, hey there, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back again. Back to you on this beautiful evening. Let's see, it is July the 20... I gotta look it up. July the 22nd. And since this is the first really cool day we've had, Mom and I are going to do the walking vlogger tonight. Like I said before, I don't really have too much to talk about, but since this is going to be the first time I've been going out, probably in the last 2 weeks to walk, I figured I gotta take you guys with me. Still working on the porch. They're hopefully going to come back tomorrow, at least they're supposed to. My mom got home today and she totally freaked out. She looked at the back steps and she didn't realize that the railing and the posts were going to be white. Now, my dad swears that he told her this, but I don't know. I wasn't there for that conversation, but the minute she came in and looked at that, she had a cow. Oh man, the fur was really flying, but she's calmed down now, and I think she's made peace with the fact that it's going to be two-tone. It's going to be that kind of white. It's going to be that almost bone white, and then the steps are kind of like a light brownish, almost bordering on a tan color. So we'll see how they do. The company is supposed to be fairly reputable. I don't know their name, so I'm not gonna tell it here. They've done work for some of our neighbors, and they seem to do a pretty good job. And they definitely got their work cut out for them a lot more than they originally thought, especially seeing as the front porch is really rotted in places it's not supposed to be. I still can't believe when they built this house, they didn't use pressure-treated wood. They took those two regular 2x4s and just covered them with cheap plywood and thought that would hold up. Yeah, held up for... I'm actually shocked it held up for the 14 years that it did. I really thought that would have rotted out quicker, especially considering that stuff was not pressure treated at all. Now what they're using now, of course, is not only is it pressure treated, they're going to wrap it with that I'm trying to think what it was called. It's basically like an epoxy. It's the same stuff that they make the pipes out of. It's like PVC. So this should not rot at all. It is totally waterproof and should last for many more years to come. So they say. Mom was just pointing out one of our neighbors has a humongous tree here that's really blossomed over the past few years. You guys can see there. It looks like there's a hornet's nest up there too.
You know what it is? It's tent worms.
You think?
Yeah, I know it is. They're called tent worms.
Check that out, guys. Mom says it's a tent worm. Boy, I don't want to be under that when they hatch. I remember those. I remember walking back from the bus stop, and they were just falling out of the trees. Yeah, you don't really see them too much around here. I don't know if it's too hot or just it's not the right climate. It is very wet around here, so that might hurt, hinder their making abilities. Oh, got some bird chirping over here.
Would you like to stop by and see Happy?
Oh, maybe. Mom suggested we stop by and see the Happy, the dog I was taking care of last week. I'll see. Mom's got to watch it with her knee, so we're not going to overdo it today. What's up? Yeah, she's all right.
Beautiful.
I just can't get over how cool it is. I think it's in the 70s right now. I looked at my phone. I think it said it was 72. Every night these past 2 weeks have been in the 90s. I haven't seen an 80-degree temp probably for close to 3 weeks, maybe even a month. It's definitely a major heat wave. A hot and wet summer. One thing that really surprised me, we haven't really had any hurricanes this year.
Look at how beautiful that color is.
That is gorgeous.
Crepe myrtle.
They're crepe myrtles?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful color.
Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like something, looks like something's been at that one leaf up there. Probably those tent worms.
Could be.
Let's see. Luckily, we didn't have those thunderstorms we're supposed to have yesterday. They're predicting really severe thunderstorms, and once they passed, I think it was the Waverly area, they just totally broke up. And I think a lot to do with they had a cold front coming in, and as you guys know, when a cold front comes in, if it hits the warm front in the right area, that's when you get the storms. But the warm front actually beat the cold front out of here, so when that happens, everything just kind of breaks up. You can hear the cicadas are coming out tonight. I want to tell you guys about a Facebook page. It's the Geeks channel, and I'll try to put it down in the link in this video. And they were discussing how the Apple mice have evolved over the years. And one of the guys posted a picture of all of his collection. He has everything from the first Apple Bus mouse to the Apple Magic Mouse. And he was asking for comments, and I remember way back for me, when I was in middle school, our school had a very low budget when it came to computers, so the teachers would get the computers first, and then they would go ahead and pass those down to the students after a few years. And I can remember when I had to take remedial reading for a year or two to kind of help me catch up to the grade level I was supposed to be. I think this was maybe 5th and 6th grade. And I can remember that halfway through the first semester, we got in the classroom Macintosh LC2. I know a lot of you guys out there probably remember that computer. And it came with the original Apple Bus mouse. Now, I think that computer was supposed to have a newer mouse than that. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, I made the comment that even though it was a nice thing to have, I mean, it was new for us, after 10 or 15 minutes of use, my hand was aching. I kid you not. That thing was not ergonomically designed at all. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, these mice are actually square instead of being rounded. So what happened is it hits the parts of your palm. And actually, after about 15 minutes, I'd have indents in my palm, probably here, up in here, on each side, all 4 sides I was touching it with the mouse. So, yeah, I'm so glad technology's evolved to where everything is ergonomically designed now. I don't know what I'd do without my Logitech MX 5000 keyboard. Though I know all of you guys out there like the IBM Model M keyboards, and I do too. I had a few back in the day, and they were nice because they had a lot of tactile feel to the keys, but even those, if after typing all day with those, your fingers will be very sore. Just looking at this plant that has these gigantic leaves. No idea what it is, but it almost looks like the palm leaves, like, you know, the ones they use to fan the people in India. The people would fan the
Egyptians.
yeah, the kings and the queens. Very interesting. If any of you guys know what those are, leave a comment. Tell me. Well, here we are. We're gonna kind of surprise them, see if anybody's home. I hear Happy.
They may not be home. They may have all gone to church. Well, Josh is a younger one. Jacob's the
Yeah. Doesn't sound like anybody's home. Oh well, at least we tried, right? Alright guys, we are almost home. We didn't do our full walk today. I'd say we did about maybe 3/4 of a mile. But that's not bad for not going out for what, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Mom, you know, she has to take it easy with her knee, and you know, I gotta build back up myself. So yeah, we did pretty good today. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.